Welcome to the Community Difference Rockwall. Powered by the Difference Media LLC. And sponsored by Delisa Lapinsky Realty Group. The Mesquite Championship Rodeo. The One Group of Town Square Mortgage. Barnaby Heating and Air. Minuteman Press of Rockwall. Brian Decker with Compass Facilities Consulting. And by WeatherTech General Contracting.
The Community Difference Rockwall was created to serve as a platform for local leaders and business professionals to showcase their expertise, values, and commitment to their community. Overall, the podcast aims to create a stronger sense of community in North Texas by highlighting the often overlooked or unnoticed good work being done by local leaders, businesses, and professionals.
So sit back and relax as our host, co-host, and their guests share inspirational stories, experiences, thoughts and insights about being a professional, along with the opportunities for our businesses to serve our communities in very special ways. Because the Community Difference Rockwall starts now.
Hello and happy 4th of July, everybody. I am trusting that everybody's going to have an amazing 4th of July and enjoy some time off with friends and family and relax. And hopefully you'll be able to take a couple of days off. My name is Delisa Lapinsky, and I am your host today for the Community Difference Rockwall. I am a local realtor here at EXP, and I am just so excited about our show today. Frank he's really gotten some amazing guests for us, and I think you guys are going to be in for a real treat. You know, as you all know, we talk about business topics of the month, and this month, our topic is going to be talking about beyond referrals, developing strategic partnerships that create new business together. And so Frank, Linda, can you go ahead and bring Frank on? Because I want to talk with him about this a little bit. Hey, Frank, how's it going?
Hey, it's going great. Got your patriotic display behind you.
I do. It is
Not that it's different from any other week, but it's very fitting this week.
Absolutely. There we go. I love that because I actually won that in a silent auction that supported one of our local Rockwall charities called Texas Valor Project. And yeah, I absolutely love it. And it's just very appropriate for this show, right?
Awesome.
So, Frank, I am so excited about our topic, because we are small business owners and we are always looking for ways to develop partnerships and then also to get new business. But I'm so excited about our guest that we have today, and you snuck a little extra one in there. So we actually have 3 guests today. So Frank, can we go ahead, and I would like to bring Mel out, and would you introduce Mel to our audience?
Sure. Hey, Mel.
Hey, Frank. Hey, Delisa.
Hey.
It is good to have Mel with us today. She can say it in a Spanish dialect better than I can, probably. I call it Agua de Vida, but how do you really say it?
So it's Agua de Vida, alkaline water.
Sounds a whole lot better when you say it.
Yeah, sorry, but it does, Frank. It really does.
But she's got an alkaline water business. It's just directly across the street from the YMCA. If you're driving down 205 and you see that, I think it says 700 credit or something on the top of the sign. She's in that building. And I switched to their water here at the shop and at the house. And it is so much better than the old Ozarka bottled water and some of the other bottled water. You can really taste a difference with our water, and it's very competitively priced.
Yeah, I know. And
I'm not enjoying it.
I saw that, and I still have yet to stop by. Of course, we had the conversation about my 2 favorite drinks and where I'm a snob in my drinks, but 90% of the time I drink water. And so I really need to stop by and talk to you about getting that set up because, just the water out of the tap just doesn't quite do it, these days.
No, it doesn't. It's not good for you.
You're right. You're right. So welcome to the show. We're very excited to have you on. Now, Frank, you've got another guest that I'd like for you to go ahead and Lyndon, can we bring Marilyn out?
Hello.
All right.
Hey,
Hey,
Marilyn.
Marilyn. All right, Frank, go ahead and tell us a little bit about Marilyn.
All right. Marilyn owns 2 different businesses. One of them is on the square in Rockwall. It's Trevino's Mexican restaurant. It's right there at the corner of Rusk and Goliad. You can't miss it if you're driving through the square. And she and her husband also own Pizza Getty out in Levon, which I have never been out there. I've been saying I'm going to go out there for a while, and maybe we can pull it off this weekend. But everybody in here, I think, has been there except for me. You've been there for 21 years?
It's been there since 1981.
Since 1981.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
And I want to point this out because a lot of people don't know this. You guys actually are the new owners of Trevino's.
We are.
And I think that's important to know because it is totally different. I went there, and I was telling you this. I went there a long time ago, and I was like, not my favorite. But I went there recently. I was like, oh, something's different. And I didn't even realize that it had changed ownership. So we definitely want to point it out. We've got new owners, and I think our Rockwall community absolutely needs to give it a try because it was amazing, and y'all have really good margaritas.
Thank you.
She completely turned over her staff too. It's all brand new staff in there too, and they've got a great work staff in there now.
Thank you. We're real proud of them.
Well, and I have been to Pizza Getty. We used to go out fishing out at Levon and just accidentally ran across it. And all of a sudden it became the new favorite pizza place to grab and bring home because it was amazing. Amazing pizza. All right. Now I am really, really excited about our third guest. And she is just adorable. Frank, can you go ahead and bring out Miss Nora?
Sure. We have also got Nora Daniel with us, and she is the winner of the Rockwall Chamber of Commerce Lemonade Day this year. And I know some of the judges, and they have gone on and on about what a good job Nora did. And I was out there, and I stopped by Nora's booth and bought something. And it was a packed day out there. There were a lot of people on the square that day. And Nora did... she had a lot of competition, and that says something if she was the winner.
Well, and I just love that we're really fostering our young entrepreneurs. I mean, how exciting is it, Nora, that you're going into 6th grade?
Yes.
And you have your own business already? I mean, that is just phenomenal.
It is.
So we're going to talk a little more about that as well when we get into our section where we're going to get to know you guys even more. And Nora, I already prepared you, but I heard that your presentation that you made was just phenomenal. So I definitely want to hear that. It's the winning presentation. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and go into our first break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about some things that are happening around Rockwall. We've got some exciting announcements and some exciting things to talk about. So you guys stick around, and Lyndon, go ahead and take us out to commercial for it. All right.
And now a word from a few of our amazing sponsors that make the Difference Radio, live stream, and podcast network possible.
Hey Texans, hold on to your hats. The Mesquite Championship Rodeo, newest sponsor partner of the Community Difference shows, is back, bigger and better than ever. Witness the heart-pounding action as the best riders in the world compete for glory. Feel the thrill of the chase, the raw power of nature, and the unbreakable spirit of the West. Don't miss your chance to be part of the legend. Get your tickets now for the Mesquite Championship Rodeo or win yours free just for watching the Community Difference shows.
Unwanted pests in your home can be stressful. From creepy crawlies to critters under the floorboards, they disrupt your peace of mind. But don't worry. All Pest Solutions is here to help. We offer a comprehensive range of safe and effective pest control solutions. We target all types of pests, big or small, including insects, rodents, and wildlife. All Pest Solutions, your local experts for a pest-free home. Breathe easy and enjoy your life again. Call today for a free quote. 972-442-1169 or email us at customerservice@allpestsolutions.com.
Buying a home? It should be an exciting time, not a stressful one. At Proven National Title, we understand that buyers want fast, reliable, transparent, seamless, convenient title and closing services. Therefore, our services are not limited to our office or yours. Let Jackie Tobar and all the fine folks at Proven National Title help make your dream of homeownership a reality. Call us today for a smooth and stress-free closing. Contact us at 972-752-8540 or email at jackie.tobar@provennationaltitle.com. Proven National Title. Give me one and I'll earn the rest.
And now, back to the show. What's up, Rockwall?
All right. So, welcome back, everybody. We've got some things we're going to talk about. That's what's going on around Rockwall. Now, Frank, I know you had several things that you wanted to mention.
I do. I've got several things, and I'll pre-warn Marilyn. I'm going to kick it over to you when I'm done with my stuff, and I'm going to get you to talk about the car race on the square.
Perfect.
Just kind of hit on the highlights of that.
Absolutely.
All right. First of all, this Saturday's going to be the 6th at 7:30 p.m. Mesquite Rodeo is having their Military Appreciation Night. This is one of the big nights for the Mesquite Rodeo, and they're going to be honoring some Medal of Honor recipients. And they're going to have, I wish Caleb was here so he could explain a little bit more, but they're going to have a truck set up out front that is basically kind of a museum about the history of the Medal of Honor. So that'll be a really cool thing to see. And that's out at Mesquite Arena Saturday night at 7:30.
And they're one of our sponsors. So
they are.
Absolutely, we want to support the Mesquite Championship Rodeo. So awesome. That's a great one, Frank.
Yep. And then tomorrow at 11 is the 4th of July parade. Mm-hmm. A good spot is at City Hall. Just right behind City Hall is a perfect spot to sit and watch the parade. Rockwall does a really good job of putting this on every year. So that's at 11 tomorrow. And then last month I mentioned the Christmas in July that's coming up on the square in Rockwall. And it's presented by Hanby Insurance. And it starts at 4 p.m. on Thursday, July 25th. You can go to the Chamber website to get some more details on that. That's a fun shopping event. And then Meals on Wheels is having a fundraising event out at Culpeper's on their new deck. And you've been to the new deck out at Culpeper's, haven't you, Delisa?
Yes. Really nice. Oh my gosh. It is so nice out there. Yes. I love what they've done at Culpeper's.
They're going to have 4 different local musicians, including Brandon Bamberg and Johnny Lyons. It should be a fun event, but that'll be at Culpeper's on July 27th at 4:30. And that is pretty much everything I had, Delisa.
All right, Marilyn. So talk to us about the car show.
So it's actually, are we talking about the pedal car show?
Pedal car race. Pedal car race.
So I have been blessed enough to be able to be part of a new tradition that we are starting here in downtown Rockwall. That in October during the Rib, Rub, Run, and Roll event that is put on by Parks and Recs.
Yep.
In the city of Rockwall, we brought last year the pedal car race. So it's where you can bring your 2 to 5-year-olds out to the downtown area and get to enjoy all the great festivities that we have out there, all the great local restaurants, shopping, And while you're out there, we do 2 independent races. All the cars are bought for and sponsored by all of our locally owned businesses. And the kids get out and they race. They pedal in them. Sometimes they go forward. Sometimes they go backwards. Sometimes they don't move at all. I have been fortunate enough to participate in a separate pedal car race in a neighboring town for the past 22 years, I believe. And I'm excited to see it become a tradition that we have here in downtown Rockwall. It's just an awesome way to bring your family out to the community and have something to start there with at such a young age. It's just an awesome, fun family event. The cars are so much fun. The practice pedaling before the race is probably even better than watching the actual races. They just get out there and it's so much fun. It's just you back and forth with your little bitty feet. And I do have a 14-year-old daughter who got second place way back in the day. But she still gets in my Pizzaghetti pedal car and pushes herself around our restaurant. So it's something
So
that
I'm thinking that it would be a whole lot of fun to see what the adults could do with the pedal cars.
they're itty bitty spots. But it is great. It's so much
Awesome.
fun to watch and see the kids really enjoy it.
Great.
So.
Well, and I know we probably all saw this. It was all over Rockwall Inn, and I definitely think that this needs to be mentioned. I mean, well, we're going to be getting an HEB here. I mean, how exciting it's that. They broke ground. And if you don't know about HEB, just raise your hands because we're going to have to educate you on HEB.
I don't know anything about HEB.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Frank. Well, first of all,
Are you really a Texan?
It to me, it's like a Kroger on steroids. I mean, I think that's probably the best way I could describe it. The food is amazing. And actually, one of the girls that I went to high school with, they own Culinary Cowgirls. And they've got their queso. And I haven't been able to try it. And I am so excited that they have broken ground and we're going to get to have an HEB here. Now, I know it's going to be at the corner of John King and right there on 30. It's interesting because I think a lot of people are also going to wonder what is it going to do to the traffic and what is it going to do to a couple of the other grocery stores in that area. What do you guys think about that?
I think John King is an underutilized bypass here in Rockwall. Every time I'm on it, it seems like I'm the only one on the road. I've got my own little highway there. But I think being on John King is going to be just fine because it's such an underused road. You never see backups on John King.
I would have to agree with Frank that John King is a hidden gem that not enough people know is there or use.
I definitely think that.
Miss going up straight up 205, going up Goliad, and because you want to go to the north side. Anytime I have to go to Wiley or over to Levon, I'll take John King around and then hit 78, and that's so much faster.
It makes life a lot easier.
Yeah.
Not having to fight downtown.
And it's interesting because HEB, I mean, so I get to go there because most of my family lives down in New Braunfels, and HEB is huge down there. And I'm always surprised. I mean, their prices are really good, but yet they offer so many more things than what we see around here. So it's almost like having an upscale grocery store, but it's not Walmart prices, but it's good prices. So I think it's going to be very good for competition here in the Rockwall area. It'll be interesting to see what it does to Fresh out in Fate because it's going to be really close to them, because if I had the choice, I would be choosing HEB over Fresh any day.
I agree. I completely agree. I was born and raised in San Antonio, and HEB is where we went. That was the store. Everybody's going to love it. It's different. It's different from Fresh. It's a different kind of different. I think people will go to Fresh probably for what they're used to getting their produce, some of the meats. but HEB is going to offer them some competition. And they're off-brand. They have Hill Country Fair is their off-brand. They have homemade tortillas that they make there, just like fresh, but it's absolutely amazing. Again, being born and raised in San Antonio, we are super ecstatic about HEB coming here, and everybody's going to love it.
Here's what I'm thrown off with HEB is it looks like there are different store models. It looks like they have little grocery stores. It looks like they've got big mammoth grocery stores. Then I see some that have the word plus. It says HEB plus or something like that when I'm driving down 35. So I'm not sure which one we're getting and which one's moving to Rockwall and what the difference is in the different store models.
Well, I think obviously your pluses are a lot bigger, and I think they're going to offer a lot more variety, probably some more upscale options. I know some of the smaller stores are typically located in your smaller towns, like in Ennis. They've had an HEB forever, and it is a smaller grocery store because obviously Ennis isn't that big. But I'm like you, I'm kind of curious to see which one we're going to get because I think that Rockwall would be able to support a plus. I don't, what do you guys think? Melinda, you've been around both of them.
Yes, I agree. It can support a plus, and really the main difference in the plus, if you think about like Walmart, minus take away their non-food items, right? A lot of people go to Walmart because they want to get groceries, but they also want to pick up the other items as well, right? Non-food items. So HEB doesn't have a ton of non-food items, but they have, like, for instance, patio furniture, lots of planting type of planters and things like this that kind of takes up one side of the HEB plus. And then again, it's just larger, their food, their produce section. Some of them have a sushi section they have people actually making fresh sushi right there in front of you. And so I think that's the difference between the plus versus the regular. But I think we're getting a regular from what I understand, just an ordinary HEB. I do not believe it's a plus from what information that I received from somebody who actually works at HEB, who's moving from San Antonio to work at this HEB.
So you were in the know.
A little bit, just a little bit.
Nora, have you ever been in a HEB?
Yes. They actually, when we were just last week down in New Braunfels, they filled my prescription for me at HEB when I had bronchitis. So our trip to New Braunfels got cut short, but we went to HEB and got our groceries while we were there and my prescription.
Yep.
Right. Very good.
How about you, Nora? Have you ever been to an HEB?
No, I haven't, but I'll be excited to try one because I've never been close to one. So
I think you'll like it. Definitely. So there's one other thing that's going on today that I did want to mention. That's another organization I am a part of it, and that's Patriots Pour. We do a happy hour every Wednesday from 4 to 6, and we support a different veterans organization. And we're really just trying to get the word out to what is available to our veteran and our first responder community. It is open to everybody, but this month, we're supporting Texas Valor Project, and Texas Valor Project is located right here in Rockwall. They've got a couple of activities that are going to be coming up. I think it's July 27th. They're going to be down at the Mesquite Rodeo, and they're going to be doing Pass the Boot. And then on September 27th, they have got the annual clay shoot, which is over at the Texas Gun Ranch. And what they do is they help provide brain treatment for our veterans and our first responders that have suffered a traumatic brain injury. So we'd love to see you guys come out and help support another local Rockwall charity. Because Rockwall is, if you take a look at Rockwall per capita, we've got the largest veteran community in the entire state of Texas. I don't know if you guys knew that. So we're a very big veteran community. So come out and support that. All right. So we're going to go to a break real quick. And when we come back, we're going to dive into our business topic of the month. And then we will wrap up with knowing you guys a little bit more. So, Lyndon, if you can go ahead and take us out to commercial, that'd be awesome.
The Community Difference Rockwall is brought to you in part by Alan Lester, loan officer with the One Group with Town Square Mortgage. Delisa Lapinsky with Lapinsky Realty Group. Frank McLeod with Minuteman Press. Caleb Thomas with the Mesquite Championship Rodeo. Charles Barnaby with Barnaby Heating and Air. Brian Decker with Compass Facilities Consulting. And Josh Small with WeatherTech General Contracting. If you, or someone you know would like to sponsor, or be a co-host sponsor of this show, or other shows like it, please give us a call at 972-866-4596 or email us at info@thedifferenceradio.com. And now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back, guys. So I want to talk about our business topic of the month, and that is, developing the strategic partnerships that create new business. And because all of you guys own a business, and one of the things that I just wanted to ask you first is, we all have some type of a unique value proposition. And what is it that you guys, or how did you come up with your value proposition, particularly working with partners and strategic partners to build new business? Because let's face it, there's a ton of restaurants. The water's a little different, right? Nor there's a lot of snow cone places, and Lord knows there's, a realtor standing on every corner in Rockwall, right? How do you build those strategic partnerships in working together in creating that unique value proposition?
When I first read the topic, you came to mind immediately because you've got relationships with Aaron Withrow and Mike Rannigan over at Doc's Roofing. If you need a roofer to come out and inspect one of your houses, it's done like Domino's Pizza. They're out taking care of you. Same with Toro Steam Cleaning. You mentioned him. You've got a partnership with him, and if they need a realtor, you're going to be the one they call, and you give them all kinds of business.
Well, thank you, Frank. I do think
exactly what I thought of when I saw the topic for this month.
Thank you, because I do think those partnerships are really important, or even having that really is, I consider a brand ambassador. Who is giving you the big shout outs? Marilyn for your restaurant, or for Nora saying, hey, you've got to try, these are the best. Who is your brand ambassador that is going to spread the word and let other people know about your services?
Well, I'd have to say Frank is one of mine, because Frank is always supporting. He's there. He and his wife come. They love to eat. They love to have drinks. He's always letting people know that we're new owners there, and if they haven't been there, they need to come back. We have met so many great new friendships through purchasing Trevino's. I have a new AC guy that I got from another local business, the owners at Rockwall Marine. They frequent the restaurant, and when I needed somebody, I asked them, and they provided a great resource for me. So I feel like it starts with just making new relationships wherever you go, and just trying to stay in touch with people. That's the best way to get repeat business and make those relationships.
I agree. I completely agree. But I will add that Rockwall doesn't make that a difficult task. The people in Rockwall are absolutely phenomenal. We opened our water store in January, and we immediately joined the chamber. And I'll also echo Marilyn's words in terms of Frank being a wonderful ambassador. If he enjoys something, he shares it. And, who doesn't need water, right? So our water in of itself will sell itself. after somebody tries it, our customer is anybody who drinks water or cooks with water, right? But outside of that, the people here in Rockwall, once they try it, they're just definitely for supporting small businesses, and especially small businesses with a good purpose, with a good story. And so for us, this is almost like a ministry. Sharing healthier water makes it that much easier. But the chamber's been wonderful. Frank's been wonderful. Networking, meeting people like you, Delisa, all of you, Marilyn, I plan to come by and visit that restaurant, by the way,
Thank you.
and have a margarita, because I do occasionally treat myself to margaritas. But I have to just say again, is Rockwall is really a phenomenal place to be a business owner. The people make it, and just got to talk to them.
And I will agree with you. Rockwall is a phenomenal community, and they really do support their small businesses. But what I've noticed with the small businesses, and to me, what kind of sets them apart is all of them, they're really involved in the community. And I think that is a very important part. Frank is a part of the chamber. He's very back, what is it, Steve, with the traveling tour? I mean, he's at every chamber event, and he's got a small business. But, I really do feel like that Rockwall supports their small businesses. Now, Nora, I'm going to come to you because you are a small business. And, so you obviously are getting the word out. Now, you did your... you won the Lemonade Day and were in a lot of competition. So you had to set yourself completely apart from all of the other young entrepreneurs.
How many did they have out there, Nora? Did they have 50 people, 50 booths? It was.
They had about 90 booths.
Was it 90? Golly.
Yeah, it exceeded last year's. It almost doubled.
I couldn't remember the number. It was packed.
I want you
were
to
running the gauntlet. They were all trying to sell you as you walked down the sidewalk, but you just kind of had to pick and choose.
Now, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I keep hearing wonderful things. I want to hear your presentation, because obviously your presentation really set you apart from all of the other young entrepreneurs. So can you do your presentation for us?
Yes. Hi, my name is Nora Daniel, and I'm here to cool things down with my snow cone business, Pink Freeze. Picture this. It's a hot day, and you need to cool off. This is where I come in. We are not just selling snow cones, we're selling happiness. Our snow cones are more than just serpentines. They're full of fun flavors. We have blue raspberry, cotton candy, the super popular Tiger's Blood, and the limited edition Pink Lemonade. But it's not just about the flavors. It's about the experience. Our stand is fun and flamingo themed. You can't resist it. My goal for Pink Freeze on Lemonade Day is to sell 100 snow cones for a profit of $300. The money made today will go towards my two goals. My first goal is to help pay for my Taekwondo Team USA World trip. My second goal is to buy a cooler bike, with an ice chest in front, to expand my business and to do catering. So who's ready to dive into the success of my snow cone business, Pink Freeze?
Awesome.
That is amazing. Okay, I can see what you absolutely won, because you really showed what your value proposition was in your presentation. Oh my goodness gracious. I love it. All right. So Nora, I'm going to ask you, you're just starting out. How are you going to partner with other people or other businesses to help you grow your business?
Well, I also have my mentor from Spoon's Frozen Yogurt Rowlette. We are trying to expand and do ice cream sandwiches with frozen yogurt in the middle.
Okay, so that's a strategic partnership that you have formed in order to help get new business. I love the way you're already thinking like an entrepreneur.
Nora mentioned that at the chamber luncheon a couple of weeks ago, that she is, I guess they're family friends with a guy that owns the Spoons franchise over in Rowlette, and he's kind of helped her.
Oh, she.
Okay. Yep. She's kind of helped you get your business started, hadn't she?
Yes. She also helped us get a vendor with special prices so we could save a lot of money.
That's awesome.
That is fabulous. Well, Nora, I am wishing you absolutely, but nothing but the biggest success in your snow cone venture. And I want you to keep us posted on how things are going.
I will.
Can you do that?
Yes.
And now, okay, you had mentioned that part of the money that you were raising was to help you with your Taekwondo trip, right?
And we are going out and we're going to fight for about 2 days with team and individuals.
And where is that going to be?
In England.
Very good. All right. Well, you're going to have to let us know how you did. Okay, sweetheart?
Okay.
Have you ever been out of the United States?
Only once when we went on a cruise ship to the Bahamas.
Okay. This will be very, very educational, I'm sure.
Very good. Okay. So, I want to get back to this. And, Marilyn, you kind of touched on this and it's, sharing resources and sharing things that can lead to the growth. So you had clients who were sharing their resources with you. So you became the new customer, right?
Yes.
But how do you flip that around to where your clients or, your resources share, so you get new clients?
I joined the chamber and I'm part of the DRA, the Downtown Rockwall Association. And so I'm getting out and meeting people. And I know that we do have people, like you said, you had stopped in with some friends and had a meeting there. So we have a couple of realtors that come in and have meetings there. So it brings they're bringing in new people with them. And then they're just enjoying the experience. I like to be there. I love to meet people. I love to talk to people. And so the more comfortable you are there, the more you feel like family, then people love that and come back.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, Mel, your product is a little different. I mean, obviously, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name, okay, because I'll just murder it. I won't say it nearly as pretty as you do anyway, but the alkaline water, because you've got competition with, like the sparklets and all of those that obviously are not nearly as good. So how do you take your resources to help build your business?
Well, competition, yes, they are in the sense that they offer water, but they don't offer the same type of water that we offer. So what I'm doing is I also joined the chamber, but I go around and I give people free gallons of water so they can actually try it. I'm just networking, going to ribbon cuttings. I've been, and the family has been, with the large family, they help me to kind of get the word out. We'll have like marketing days and the kids will go and we'll just go to different businesses and let people know. We also are advertising via Best Media with Michael Rolfe. And so just different avenues to get the word out that we do exist. But our water definitely doesn't compare to sparklets or to Primo in the sense that our water goes from our commercial grade filtration system. It goes through 6 different phases straight to our tap and then into your jugs. So it doesn't have a shelf life. It's never sitting on a shelf. It's never on a hot delivery truck. And so in that sense, we don't really compare. It just, when you think about plastic, it's man-made. It's put together by heat. And when you put water inside of a plastic container and you put it on a hot delivery truck, or it's sitting in a warehouse, or it's sitting outside the convenience stores, like when you see those packs of waters sitting outside the convenience stores, they're going to replenish what's in the refrigerators with those waters that have been sitting out there in the heat, or in the front of a grocery store, for instance. This is not good for the body. This causes those particles from the plastic to come into your body, and they're called forever chemicals. And it takes 3 to 5 years to get them out. But with that being said, we don't compare in that sense, but just getting out and marketing. I mean, I cannot speak enough about how wonderful the chamber has been for us in getting the word out about our water.
So it's interesting because like years ago, I remember telling my parents because they would leave the water bottles in the car and it'd get hot. And I'd like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Please. It's the worst thing in the world that you could do. It is. So it's funny that you mentioned that. So if you guys, because you obviously are established business owners and Nora is building her business, what advice could you give? And I'll start with you, Marilyn. Okay. What advice would you give to some of our younger entrepreneurs in starting to build those relationships and building a business?
I'm really just getting out there, staying involved. You want to find out what's going on in the community, the chamber. If there's a chamber in the area for someone young to join it. Or if you can't join it, volunteer at it. There's going to be some kind of event that they need help with, because we can't make all the events in the community happen without volunteers, which is another great way that business owners serve with their time. They get out, like the pedal car race or the Christmas in July. All those things are run by our service hours. And it's a great way for us to give back to the community, and it's a great way to meet new faces. And I would just really encourage the amount of service you put into it. The return you get on it is phenomenal.
How about you, Mel? What kind of advice would you give to a young budding entrepreneur?
Well, first off, I would just say continue the enthusiasm that you have. You have sort of a natural way of just being very enthusiastic. You're a go-getter. You can just tell. I have a lot of children, and so they all have different personalities, and I can see actually one of my kids or a couple of them in you. But keep that spirit up about you. And then also, with your parents' permission, use social media. People on social media love to see children, especially enthusiastic children like yourself.
So, all right, Nora, we're going to come to you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, I love the advice that we've gotten both from Marilyn and from Mel, okay? So I want to ask you, as a new business owner, what are some of the struggles that you're finding to build your business and to get new business?
Well, I know we had a problem originally with like the syrup dispensers. The syrup like shot it right at you. So we were trying and asking all our neighbors if they had like those like pour bottles. So we had to solve our solution so it didn't get all over people.
That tiger blood doesn't come out of a white shirt.
We were testing it out, and it like with my friends, and it accidentally shot out them. Luckily, they were wearing a tie-dye shirt.
There you go. I was about to say it's probably really good for helping them tie dye their shirt. So there you go. So that's a really good point, though. Sometimes you've got to pivot to a plan B because plan A didn't work so good, right?
Yes.
So what are some of the things that you have been successful at doing?
Well, I really liked doing the Chamber of Commerce meeting. That was a really good luncheon. I enjoyed that a lot. And then just winning Lemonade Day for my best pitch, that was pretty great. And then winning Entrepreneur of the Year.
So, okay, tell me, you got to attend a luncheon because you were the winner?
Yes. I also
And she served lemonade.
And snow cone.
And snow cones.
And I also did a Kendra Scott event, which was really fun.
Okay, I love it. That is fantastic. So, we talked earlier about having brand ambassadors. One of the things that I do if I have potential clients or someone that is, making to move into an area that they aren't familiar with is asking my previous clients to be an ambassador and kind of talk to them about the area, kind of talk about what are some of the pros and the cons and things of that nature. All right. So I think it's really important because then you're showing your value to potential clients because not everybody's going to do that. right? And these are people that are going to be what I call your raving fans. And if you guys have not read the book, Raving Fans, I'm going to highly recommend it. It talks about building your client base to where they are raving fans, not just satisfied customers, but your raving fans. And so how would you, Nora, because I just love your enthusiasm, you're right. How would you go about building some of your raving fans?
Well, I have an Instagram account, but my mom manages it. It's called P&K Freeze. So
Okay.
when I get the word out about my business.
Very good.
So when do you set up and sell snow cones? And where do you set up at? Do you go to pop-up events or like this weekend? Are you selling snow cones anywhere?
So hold on, Nora, I want you to hold on to that thought because we've got to take a real quick commercial break, okay?
Commercial break.
And then we're going to come back and you're going to tell us about some of your events, okay, Nora?
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back, folks.
And now a word from a few of our amazing sponsors that make the Difference Radio, live stream, and podcast network possible.
Frisco Fighters prepare to reach new heights at Comerica Center this spring. From competitive matchups to exciting theme nights, you won't want to miss a second of the action. Join us and experience high-scoring, hard-hitting indoor football that's fun for the whole family to enjoy. Visit FriscoFighters.com for game highlights, tickets, or to reserve your spot at the Tarmac Tailgate Party.
Everyone deserves access to affordable health insurance, but with traditional insurance, costs can be high and getting coverage can be complicated. JP Direct Health is a simpler, more affordable way to get the health coverage you need. With plans for individuals, families, and small businesses, you can save money on monthly premiums without the need for physicals. At jpdirecthealth.com, we specialize in customizing coverage to fit almost every budget with affordable PPO plans and many other benefits. With over 100 5-star Google reviews, JP Direct Health is a trusted resource making health insurance affordable and accessible for everyone year-round. Affordable health insurance solutions are a proactive protection, not a reactive solution. Visit jpdirecthealth.com today and see how much you can save.
I'm always here to help. Thank you.
Enjoy DFW's most fun, affordable night out and catch the Rough Riders, the AA affiliate of the Rangers, at beautiful Riders Field in Frisco. The Riders are back home July 9th through 14th. The weekend opens with First Responders Night presented by Peak Roofing and Construction on July 12th, Texas Monthly Barbecue Night on the 13th, and Bluey Theme Day on the 14th. Get your tickets at ridersbaseball.com. The Frisco Rough Riders, the AA affiliates of your Texas Rangers.
Are you or someone you know pregnant or planning to conceive? Caitlin Smith is both a certified childbirth doula and instructor offering childbirth classes to couples wanting an unmedicated, physiological birth outside of the hospital setting. Caitlin has served the local community since 2021 and specializes in working closely with midwives, all while best supporting a mother's physical body, her partner, and the birth environment. You can contact Caitlin through Instagram at thismamadoula or email her at caitlinsmithdoula@gmail.com to learn more about childbirth classes or her doula services.
Are you looking to buy a home? The process can be daunting, but it doesn't have to be. With the help of a qualified loan officer like Paul Fisher, you can get the financing you need and get into your dream home. Paul Fisher, a direct local lender with Certainty Home Lending, has many years of experience helping people buy homes. He's knowledgeable, experienced, and he'll work with you to find the best loan for your needs. Contact Paul Fisher today to get started on your home buying journey. He'll help you every step of the way, so you can relax and focus on finding your dream home. Visit www.loansbyfisher.com or call 817-308-7361 to schedule a consultation with Paul. MLS number 2018111.
Now back to the show.
All right, welcome back, guys. So, Nora, we were going to see what events are you doing or how you schedule your events, your pop-ups.
Okay, because my business is still new, I'm trying to get the word out there. And if anybody has an event, you can text me on my Instagram. And also, I might be doing another Kendra Scott event because they've already asked me to do another one. And I'm doing like a yacht club one in like August.
Well, absolutely. So, guys, if you guys are looking for someone that can help provide the snow cones, and
sorry, computer problems
for your events, got to give Nora a shout. Okay. So I want to talk to you guys, and we want to learn a little bit more about you. Okay. And I'm going to start with, just what is it you love about Rockwall? Okay. And Marilyn, we'll start with you. Tell us a little bit about, what is it about Rockwall that you just absolutely love? Oh, okay. Well, we just lost Marilyn. And that is the beauty of being live. All right. I'll tell you what, Mel, we'll go over to you. What is it that you just love about Rockwall?
The people. And I know that probably sounds kind of, well, of course, but it's different. I've lived, I grew up in San Antonio, and when we moved out here, we initially had bought a home in Fate area, which is still Rockwall County. But now owning a business here in Rockwall, it's just, it's the people. I mean, they just support you in every which way they can. Many of you have probably heard of like the Rockwallian group, which is full of nothing but people who live in Rockwall or work in Rockwall or somehow associated with Rockwall. And I mean, just as an example, somebody can go on there with like a need, right? Maybe there's somebody who's, I don't know, homeless, or a kid that is just trying to reach an audience. And it just seems like everybody pulls together to be there for each other. And that's literally how it is for small businesses like myself. I just feel like joining the Chamber of Commerce, that's exactly what happened was, people just supported me and our business and my family. And it's like that literally everywhere you go, I feel like, even within the communities. So.
Yeah, sometimes, we got to watch out for Rockwallian, because somebody's going to have a Grandy's comment. They're going to have a Grandy's comment, right?
Actually, they've moved on. It's now all Shaquille O'Neal all the time now.
Well, yeah, that's true. That is true. That is true. All right. So, Nora, how about you? What is it that you love about being here in Rockwall?
I love the tight community and all the small businesses that support each other.
Dude.
Very good. And we lost Marilyn again.
I'm sorry. I'm here.
Marilyn. So what is it that you just love about our Rockwall community?
Me or Nora?
You, Marilyn.
Oh, me. I love meeting everybody. I love how welcoming everybody is. All the kindness and seeing everybody be there for each other. I love meeting people that want to help you succeed and see you be successful. And I love the just whole sense of community.
I will say, I will agree with you. It's like everybody does support and promote, and they want you to be successful. And like I said, I mean, we have realtors that you could have one on every single corner, but we all support each other. Okay. And I see that with restaurants, supporting other restaurants, and, small businesses. So you don't get that in a lot of communities. And I do love that about our community. So what would you say defines success for you and your role as a business owner? And Nora, I'm going to start with you. You've got the newest business, but what do you think would be success for you as a young entrepreneur?
Good service, treating your customers right, having full of new ideas, and being open to suggestions.
Ooh, I love that. That is
a good business owner.
No
that is
kidding.
incredible.
A lot of people are still trying to figure that out.
I was going to say, Delisa, I've done over 2,000 shows, and I've had a lot of adults that didn't have as good an answer as what Nora just gave. That's amazing.
Nora nailed
it. I absolutely agree. Marilyn, how about you? What defines success in your role as a restaurant owner?
Well, she kind of like hit the nail on the head there. I want to be happy at work. I want everybody that works for me to also be happy at work. It's still work, but you need to love what you do. And I do. So I love that. I love giving good customer service and seeing good customer service and seeing people want to come back and being open to new ideas and trying new things. So kind of
and bringing new people with them.
Yes. So I like to, we're very fortunate to employ a lot of young people ourselves, and we get to kind of watch them grow throughout their time with us, whether they're with us for a short while or for a prolonged period of time. It's really awesome to get to be a part of that and see the people that work for you, work with you, and how they change and becoming, most of them turn into young adults throughout their time with us. And it's really great to see that.
Mel, I tell you what, you've had two amazing answers right here. I'm sorry I chose you last, but how are you going to define success in your role as a small business owner?
So for us, it's definitely just sharing the knowledge that not all water is created equal. And so anytime somebody walks in, obviously service is a very high priority in our business. We want to make sure people feel that they're being served, and also that they leave knowing that there's a healthier water option. Like I said earlier, it's very much like a ministry to me. We discovered alkaline water, unfortunately, through my husband's cancer diagnosis. And so we sought functional health, functional medicine, and we learned about this. And this is why we've brought it to anybody that'll listen. Not all water is created equal. So if somebody can walk away feeling like they were served, feeling like they know more about water than they did when they walk in, then that is a success story for me. And then if they can share that experience, all the more. So.
And Mel has a pretty amazing water filtration system, and she'll show it to you if you go in there and pick up water. It's really, really cool how they take tap water and the process they go through to change it into what they sell.
Yes, and I'll add that just to kind of give you an idea, for every 2 to 2.5 gallons of Rockwall water, we get 1 gallon of alkaline water. So when this gallon does come out, after filtering out 2 to 2.5 gallons of Rockwall water, it's very, very clean. It has a lot of trace minerals in it that are very healthy for you. And cancer thrives in acidity. So if you can have an alkaline diet or drink more alkaline water, this sort of balances that for the body. And it's good for everybody, not just somebody who's fighting cancer.
So that kind of leads into what I was going to ask next. And you made a perfect segue, is kind of what brought you into your line of business. And you just told us, I mean, it was because of your husband and his health that brought you into that.
Yes, absolutely. He was diagnosed in 2019 with a form of cancer, and he decided that chemo and radiation was not going to be the route that he took. And that was a big pill to swallow. As a large family, as a wife, as a mother of several, we do have one post-cancer baby that we consider an extra special blessing. But at the time, it was just very scary to hear that. And so after a lot of prayer, we are people of faith, we decided to find a holistic route, a functional medicine doctor who's actually in Plano. And we went to her, and she basically coached us and helped us along the way. But one of the first things she said to us was, you're going to find an alkaline water store. So from 2019 to January 2024, we actually were buying alkaline water from another store. It's The Drop in Greenville. He's a really good friend of mine, from Mark Artsberger. And he inspired me to open, or Andrew and I, my husband and I, to open up this store.
That's a fascinating story. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes, you're welcome.
Now, Marilyn, what kind of brought you to your journey and your path?
Well, I have been very fortunate to be married to my husband for 21 years, and he was kind of born and raised in the industry. His parents, like I said, bought Pete's Getty in 1981. He was 9 months old, and he started working as soon as the need was there. So he worked there with his dad and helped run the restaurant, and went away for a little while because needed to kind of find himself. Took a year and a half or 2 years and went and worked at a different restaurant in Plano, and then came back and started running the restaurant himself. We met and married in 2003. We're so strange. I feel like we're lucky to have found each other. We dated for 1 week, got engaged, and got married 61 days later, and have been married for 21 years now. We have 2 amazing kids. But he loves it. It's really, he showed me the passion for it. Like, I have always loved people, and so I absolutely love that aspect of it. But to watch his dedication to it really helped me grow the love for it. We actually burnt down at our Pizzaghetti in 2005 and completely rebuilt. And talk about just a blessing in disguise. So that's the building we're currently in. We reopened in 2009 and have just been going hard ever since.
Very cool.
Came up for sale at the end of the pandemic, which was a whole different experience for people in the restaurant world. He said, "Hey, do you want to buy a Mexican restaurant?" And I was like,
so Marilyn, I want you to hold that thought, okay? Because we got to take a break, okay? And then we'll also get with Nora as well when we come back, okay? So Lyndon, go ahead and let's take a break.
At the Community Difference Business Development Alliance, powered by the Difference Media LLC, our mission is to empower small business owners by transcending acceptable behaviors and outcomes into exceptional realms. We foster a culture of self-awareness, accountability, and proactive engagement, guiding individuals to recognize and overcome indifference towards transformative actions, habits, behaviors, and processes driving meaningful change. Through strategic networking, impactful content creation, and innovative top-of-mind strategies, we cultivate brand relevance and differentiation, enabling our partners and the Difference community to stand out in crowded markets. With a focus on building authentic connections, amplifying brand presence, and driving sustainable growth, we equip entrepreneurs with the tools and mindset to navigate the complexities of entrepreneurship with confidence, innovation, and resilience. Together, we aim to be the catalyst for difference makers, propelling them towards their highest potential and leaving a lasting impact on their businesses and communities. That's where our community podcasts come in. These podcasts lie directly at the intersection of innovative business development and community involvement, helping to bridge the gap between small business obscurity often seen in our communities. The community-based podcasts called the Community Difference series are an integral part of integrating all facets of modern business development into a package of great content, positive impact branding, and top-of-mind presence, thus fulfilling the greater mission we set forth. When we set out to be difference makers, we can learn to make a difference and find the success and impact innately desired by all business owners and entrepreneurs. We are difference makers.
All right, we are back. Sorry about that, Marilyn. We had to go to a commercial real quick. So I just wanted you to finish that up real quick so we can go to Nora.
We just at the end of the pandemic, the previous owners of Trevino's were looking to retire, and my husband said, let's do it. And so back at the end of 2021, we decided to jump in and try to recreate the love that we have at Pizzaghetti in downtown Rockwall. So that's how we ended up there. And
it's really hard for us to hear, so I'm gonna go ahead. No, it's okay. I'm gonna jump to Nora. So Nora, now, how did you get into owning your own lemonade and snow cone business?
Well, it all started with Lemonade Day, of course. And when I was 4, my dad actually bought me the little snowy snow cone maker. And when my friends came over, we would make snow cones and give them to people in the neighborhood. And we were always just so happy. So I wanted to spread the joy and happiness with other people.
Well, I love that. So see, it was all because of the little snowy cone maker that got you started in business, right?
And we actually upgraded to a new snow cone maker that's more like commercial, like so we can make more snow cones faster.
Awesome. Okay, well, you're going to have to let us know where you're going to be. Okay, Frank,
Okay.
that's going to be your job to keep on top of where Nora's going to be, because we will all come and get some snow cones from you.
Okay, thank you.
I'm thinking an open house. You could have Nora set up outside of your open house.
Oh, Frank, I love that idea.
Especially in July and August, that would be perfect. Now they got to get it after they tour the house, because you don't want them spilling snow cone on the new carpet or whatever.
Right. But that is a brilliant. See, that's why we do this, guys. I love it. Okay, Nora, I'm going to get your information. Actually, I already have your information, and we'll hook up and talk about that. Okay.
Okay.
And I want to ask you something else, Nora. How does the snow cone making process work? Do you freeze the water yourself?
Well, because we got the new one, we have these tubs we got off Amazon. We freeze them, and then it's like we put them in, and like there's like a spike that goes in it, and we close the door, and we have a pedal, and when you push it, it grinds ice into like a blade, and it just comes out onto the cup, and then we mold it and shape it into the shape.
Very good. Very cool. All right, guys. So now we're about to have some fun. All right. So, Lyndon, can you go ahead and cue us up for what we're going to do?
Are you ready?
Rapid fire.
All right, guys. I already warned you about this. We're going to do a real quick question, and we're going to respond first thing on your mind. And since we've been talking about this, we're going to start with Marilyn. What's your favorite flavor of snow cone?
Oh, I'm going to have to go blue raspberry.
Okay. Frank, how about you? What's your favorite flavor?
I would probably try that blue raspberry too. That sounds good. I don't know that I've ever had it before. I've had tiger's blood, and that's kind of a strong flavor. It's good, but it's a strong flavor.
Mel, how about you?
Blue coconut.
Ooh, okay. So see, Nora, you're getting some ideas here of what people like. All right, Nora, what's your favorite flavor?
Blue raspberry.
All right, and mine would be my all-time favorite is watermelon. So just some ideas, okay? All right. Since it is hot outside in summer, so we'll start with you, Nora. What's the one thing you do to try to keep cool during this heat?
Eat a snow cone or jump in the pool.
That was a good sales pitch. There you go. All right, Mel, how about you?
Eat ice, jump in the pool.
All right, Frank?
Pool for sure.
Yep,
I've been
I'm a
spending a
pool.
lot of time in the pool recently.
Yep, you and me both. Pool or the lake? All right, Marilyn, how about you?
Definitely the pool.
Okay, we got a bunch of pool people here. Okay, and we'll start with Mel, what is your favorite type of pizza?
Pepperoni.
Okay, Frank?
I like the everything pizza. As long as it doesn't have anchovies or mushrooms, I'm good.
Okay, Marilyn, how about you?
Ooh, there's so many. I really love Canadian bacon and jalapeno thin crust, crispy.
Ooh, well, there we go. All right, Nora, what's your favorite pizza?
Pineapple pizza.
Ooh, no, pineapple doesn't belong on pizza.
It's on pizza.
She says it does.
I know. Okay, mine would be the Supreme. I like the Supreme, and I will go with you, Marilyn, on the thin crust. Absolutely. All right. So here we go. Let's go with our next rapid fire question. And what do Lyndon his favorite is to get away from the cold or the hot weather is to go to New Mexico. Yes, which he just spent a week apparently in some gorgeous weather that we did not have here.
That's a good idea.
All right. So if you had to eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? Nora?
Maybe a fillet.
Be what?
Like a steak, a fillet.
Oh, ooh, the girl's got a good taste. Oh, there we go. Mama's got some expensive taste. All right, Mel, how about you?
I'd say chicken.
Okay. Right.
I would go New York strip medium.
All right, I'm going Mexican food all day long, and then you pair that margarita that we can get over at Trevino's, then I'm a happy girl. All right, Marilyn, how about you?
I'm definitely gonna go pizza. Gotta have my pizza.
All right. All right, last question, guys. Frank, I'm going to start with you. What's the first thing you do when you get up in the morning?
Brush my teeth.
Oh, aren't you a good, healthy, hygiene person? All right, Marilyn, how about you?
I have to push the cat off the bed so I can get up.
Okay, Nora?
I do some stretches in the morning just to get me awake.
Very good. All right, Mel, what about you?
Quick prayer.
Awesome. Mine's turned the coffee maker on.
And I'll tell you what, Mel's coffee is a game changer Mel's water is a game changer with your coffee.
Ooh.
Big time difference.
Okay, well, we definitely need to try that. Mel, I'll be coming by and seeing you for sure. Guys, this has been an amazing show. Thank you so much for being on the show. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. And I'm just going to ask you guys to let everybody know, where you are, how they can get a hold of you, where they can come and visit you. And Marilyn, I'm going to start with you.
Trevino's in downtown Rockwall, right on the corner in the square.
Awesome. And guys, you need to try it. New owners. Okay. Nora, how can people get a hold of you when they're looking to add you to their events like me?
You can message me at PNKFreeze on Instagram.
Perfect. Mel, how about you? Where can people find you or get in contact with you?
So we're at 1201 North Goliad. We're right across the street from the YMCA, and we share a building with the 700 Credit Repair. We're the only alkaline water store in Rockwall. So if you Google alkaline water in Rockwall, we'll come right up.
Fantastic. What days are you guys open? Monday through Friday?
Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Perfect. All right. I'm going to be stopping by. Frank, how can people get a hold of you when they have printing needs? Because you do an amazing job.
Sure. My number is scrolling below with my email address. Feel free to call me or stop by or send me an email. We can help you out with anything you need.
Absolutely. And my name is Delisa Lapinsky. I'm a local realtor here in the Rockwall area. So if you're looking to buy or sell, I'd be honored to be considered as your realtor of choice here in Rockwall. Guys, thank you so much for being a part of the Community Difference. It has been an amazing show. We really appreciate you guys. And we're going to go ahead and we will see you guys next week. All right. Make sure that you are visiting Trevino's. Go and talk to Mel about the alkaline water. And Nora, I have a feeling you're going to get some business for your snow cones here pretty soon as well. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. Talk to you guys so
much.
Thank
you for watching today's show. The Community Difference Rockwall is brought to you in part by Alan Lester, loan officer with the One Group with Town Square Mortgage, Delisa Lapinsky with Lapinsky Realty Group, Frank McLeod with Minuteman Press, Caleb Thomas with the Mesquite Championship Rodeo, Charles Barnaby with Barnaby Heating and Air, Brian Decker with Compass Facilities Consulting, and Josh Small with WeatherTech General Contracting. If you, or someone you know would like to sponsor, or be a co-host sponsor of this show, or other shows like it, please give us a call at 972-866-4596 or email us at info@thedifferenceradio.com.